Hello and welcome everybody to another Avatar The Last Airbender Arena Direct event. I'm Paul Cheon, and today we are going to be trying to win some more play booster boxes of Avatar The Last Airbender. In the last video, I made probably one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made on video, because I was literally playing for a second box of Avatar The Last Airbender, and I literally had lethal. And I just passed it back to my opponent and made a huge mistake and gave my opponent the boxes, and I lost out on a full box. So it was like a $140 mistake. Hopefully we can bounce back and win 2 boxes in today's video. But of course, it's going to be very, very difficult. Now, before we hop into the seal deck, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Match the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to just buy a booster box of Avatar The Last Airbender, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, pioneer, or commander decks, go to TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also go to HeavyPlay.com for premium Match the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and much, much more, go to HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They're also going to be at basically every Match the Gathering convention. Swing by their booth, tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. All right, we got 6 rares last time. This time we have 9, and we have some really, really interesting cards depending on the colors that we end up on. We have Raven Eagle and Obsessive Pursuit, which are very strong black rares. We have Earthbender Ascension if green is very deep, and then we have Abandoned Air Temple, which is amazing to go with Aang's Iceberg, Aang, and the Mechanist. So really good shot that we're going to probably play white here because we have 3 good white cards, perhaps with a splash of blue. Maybe we're blue-white, but of course the mana will dictate what we end up with. Right, taking a look at our white, Water Tribe Rallier, love to see that. A couple of Yip Yips, Team Avatar, okay. I mean, white looks really solid. I mean, this is what, 17 plus, this is 11 just straight white cards that I'm reasonably happy playing. Maybe I won't play both Yip Yips. Let's take a look at our blue. Boomerang Basics is fine. Okay, I don't think I'm going to have enough lessons here for Accumulate Wisdom, but I mean, this is already 40 cards in blue-white. Let's see what black has to offer. We have some removal, Judy. Okay, some removal. Okay. I mean, black, there's something there. Taking a look at our red actually just looks really bad. There's a Lightning Strike. Okay, yeah, our red is horrible. I mean, there's almost no world where we play the red, so I'm actually just not even going to consider it. It just makes the building process easier too. Taking a look at our green also looks not great. It's got a couple of ramp effects. It does have 2 drops, and it has Earthbender Ascension and some wall top sentries, but not a whole lot of top end. All right, let's take a look at our other colors here. North Pole Gates is really nice with Aang. Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper, sure. Wonder Musicians can be fine. Rumble Arena, okay. All right. All right, this is we definitely have enough to work with here. We definitely will be able to put together a functional deck. Let's see what things look like once we clean up the colors. All right, so again, our best cards here are the Abandoned Air Temple, Aang Swift Savior. So I'm gonna be really, really hard pressed to not play blue-white as a color combination, just because I think my white is probably my deepest color. It's got the removal into Aang's Iceberg and the Team Avatar if I need as well, along with the Abandoned Air Temple. We have Aang Swift Savior, which is fantastic. So green doesn't really look like a great option here. It doesn't really have the top end here that I think will allow it to kind of keep up. So I think I want to cut that. And then it comes down to basically, do I want to pair white with blue or black? And what are we getting when we play the black? Because it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to splash, just because my mana is not quite there. If anything, I can splash red, right? So given that, I mean, I guess I can splash white for Abandoned Air Temple and Aang if I feel like that's a consideration. But blue is actually not even super deep, right? It's got like Watery Grasp, Messenger Hawk, Grand, Boomerang Basics, North Pole Patrol, the Mechanist, which can be good. But you, of course, need a lot of non-creature spells. So, I mean, that's like 6 cards. Teo is obviously very solid, and then it kind of dies out. But you don't need that much. I will say that, just because... and then, of course, the Aang. So, I mean, blue-white just makes a lot of sense. What we'd be missing out on if we don't play the black is basically Sold Out, Raven Eagle, Obsessive Pursuit, Epic Downfall. Those are the big cards that we would be missing out on. And then I suppose a Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper, if we want to do some of that here as well. But you know what? Let's lay out the blue-white deck. It's the most obvious deck, and the deck looks quite strong. Alright, so this is what a blue-white deck would look like. I'm not entirely sure I want to play the Rumble Arena here. I'm not sure, like, how good is Rumble Arena in a two-color deck? But I think we can start looking to make some cuts here. Noting that we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lessons if we really wanted to go down that direction. So, I mean, we could move in that direction. Certainly can cut Giant Koi, Sandbender Storm, Flexible Waterbender. Those all make a lot of sense. And then we can start looking at... I do fear that my spell count might be a little bit high here. So we just have to keep that in mind. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 11 spells, right? So if I want to start cutting things, like I either have to make the decision of basically cutting out the lessons package, or, you know, as much as I can and cut the Accumulate Wisdom, or play all of them just to make this a little bit better. There's also Grand here, but again, I mean, these are like small considerations, but like I said, I mean, this just looks like the deck, and I should just try to figure out what I want to cut. All right, let's start making some cuts. I think Earth Kingdom Soldier is something that we can get rid of. I'm a little bit concerned, so I think Rumble Arena I don't want. We are looking at a fairly low curve, but we have North Pole Gates that I can sacrifice, and Abandoned Air Temple as a mana sink along with Water Tribe Rallier. And then, look, I mean, there's a bunch of these creatures that I can maybe cut, but as far as the lessons package goes, I probably can look to shave some number of these if I wanted to move away from that. As far as interaction goes, we're definitely playing Watery Grasp and Aang's Iceberg, and probably also Team Avatar, which also wants you to basically keep a high number of creatures. So this is basically kind of the lessons package. And again, I'm just wondering whether or not I actually need the Accumulate Wisdom package. And I'm going to make an executive decision. I think Abandoned Attachments is not particularly good either. I actually like Idle Quencha. Accumulate Wisdom can also go. Let's keep Airbender's Reversal and Boomerang Basics as more interaction. And then I think we can just probably cut one copy of Yip Yip. And this gives us a nice mix of spells and creatures. This puts us on 14 creatures with the Battle Fan, so that's basically 15, which works really well with, you know, cards like the Aang. And then we also have the Fire Nation Warship as well. The only other creature, and then we're also an Abandoned Air Temple deck, so you want to make sure you have a really good number of creatures as well. The only card that's not particularly strong is Otter Penguin. I don't have a ton of ways to draw cards, but it is a 2-drop, and my curve kind of stinks. Like, I only have 4 2-drops, along with the Grand. So I think I'm playing it kind of as a necessary evil. If you look at the rest of the curve, there's just nothing else I can play for that spot in the curve for creatures as far as creatures are concerned. Now, the other consideration here is the black-white deck, which gives you access to some removal and Obsessive Pursuits, but I just think my blue is just too strong with Teo and Mechanist and Aang. And I feel like Abandoned Air Temple is by far my best card, along with the Aang. So I should just kind of lean into this color combination. But man, it is tempting because I have the Raven Eagle and the Obsessive Pursuit. No, I'm just going to go with this. This actually just looks like a great draft deck. And that's always a mark of a great deck. All right, let's give this a whirl. All right, now before round 1 starts, I did want to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, well, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really, really great way to join a great group of folks looking to up their limited game. Tons of fantastic discussions going on in the Discord. I post monthly videos, I do monthly streams, and I try to stay active in the Discord as well, so check it out. On the play here, 2 islands and cards I can't cast. Let's throw that away. I will keep this. And I think I like Master Piandao. I'm just gonna ditch the Boomerang Basics and go with this. If I draw an island, okay, I didn't. I was wondering if I should slow roll the Battle Fan because of the Mechanist. Alright, blue-red and First Time Flyer is the play from the opponent. We did draw an island. But given that I don't have any spells, I will just play out the Water Tribe Captain because that just gives me access to a much more aggressive start here. Katara Bending Prodigy, a really good one. And Watery Grasp, also a really, really good one here. Yeah, I'm going to attack with Water Tribe Captain. Then we'll play the Mechanist, and we'll pass. Hopefully they don't have a way to kill the Mechanist. Now, if they do... See, like, they can't draw cards with the Katara here, so this is fine. Because Watery Grasp is great with the Mechanist. Wow, that is a very aggressive attack. Alright, we drew an island. I mean, the other option is playing Master Piandao. They have 4 cards up. I can certainly attack with the Water Tribe Captain and the Kyoshi Battle Fan, I think. Or I can just get Katara out of here and draw some cards. Playing Master Piandao does seem better. So let's do that. This just puts so much pressure on the board, where basically it's going to be really tough for my opponent to even actually activate the Katara, right? That's kind of where I want to be. Like, right now, they're just not in a position to attack me, and so they're not able to actually activate the Katara because they have to keep playing creatures and trying to find answers, right? Because now they have to find a way to kill Master Piandao somehow, and then if they don't, then, you know, I just have a lot going on here. They have lots of mana up. I have Water Tribe Captain, Kyoshi Battle Fan. I mean, the question is just whether or not I should attack with the Mechanist. 10. There are 10 life. I mean, Master is attacking. These are all attacking. I'll be a coward, I guess. Ally, Equipment, or Lesson card. Whew. This is actually super interesting. I have Airbender, Reversal, and Idle Quencha here. Sure, let's just... I mean, Idle Quencha seems pretty good here, so... Okay. So, based off of that, I will... let things resolve. Sure. Let's kill Katara. I guess I could have pumped, but let's just kill Katara. Let's play Watery Grasp on First Time Flyer. And let's pass. It's going to be very, very hard for them to get anything going, given that I have Idle Quencha. Ooh, Honest Work. Yeah, no, that's good. One, two, 3, 4, 5, sure. Let's shuffle First Time Flyer back in. We'll go to my turn. Oh, Yip Yip was nice too. Let's do that. Okay. Twin Blades. Yep. Let's go Yip Yip. And then I have Idle Quencha. Alright. Easy enough. I mean, our opponent seemed to have a totally fine deck, but we had a really solid draw. And I'm really happy that I went with that mulligan. So, one thing I do have to change. Our deck box, that'll not do. Come on. Come on. There we go. Look at this. We're channeling the power of Aang now. We didn't even need any of our... We didn't need Aang or Abandoned Air Temple. Although, I guess... To be fair, that 3-mana blue red, the Mechanist, is it the Mechanist? That thing is awesome. Playing its Willy Edel? Alright, at least I'm on the play. Look, I don't want to just like start by playing Hall of Famers round 1. You know what I mean? Like I would rather not. You know what I mean? Alright, we'll go Compassionate Healer. Willie loves a good mana curve. Probably gonna... Oh, but also loves killing things. Fair enough. Play Messenger Hawk. Ooh, Messenger Hawk into Teo. I mean, our hand is fantastic. Just lots of aggression. Let's see what he does. Avatar Enthusiast is a good one. So is Teo. Alright, our opponent takes 4. I pitched the Otter Penguin. I'm not sure if that's correct. It actually doesn't seem bad based on what's in play right now. Alright, we did hit a land, which kind of makes me want to play 2 things. And then next turn I can team Avatar. Yeah. So let's go Battle Fan. Let's play Fire Nation Warship. Pass. So, I mean, me being on the play with this draw is obviously going to be super hard. Suki is one of the best rares in the set as well. And, you know, some combination of well-timed removal spells can certainly get it done here for Willie, depending on how he attacks. Now, the nice thing here is I don't lose out too much by just crewing up the Fire Nation Warship here. So we can look to do that as an option. Deserter's Disciple, sure. Avatar Enthusiasts are getting pretty big. Interesting. I mean, I'm not just going to take damage, right? So let's do this. Now, I do have Team Avatar, but I don't have... Like, I could kill the Suki. But I don't quite have enough here. If he kills my Fire Nation Warship... I mean, I'm blocking Suki. If he kills my Fire Nation Warship somehow, some way, then I do have, like, a really, really big attack. Let's see, 2... How to start a... What did he target? That? Okay, well, we're clearly going to block this. Alright. Fair enough. Willie trying to push through as much damage as he can, but I also don't want to take 7 points of damage, right? So, there is that. Life totals are 12 to 11. The question is whether or not I just cast Team Avatar and keep some creatures back. Or if I go with Team Avatar plus, like... I mean, there's just a lot of options here. Is there a lethal attack is the question. I don't think so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. It's not quite lethal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Gotta think here. I mean, this should make it really, really hard for Willie to win, because I just have blockers available too. Because I have the ability to activate Abandoned Air Temple and crack the Clue next turn, which is really, really big. And again, Like, the way that I lose is, like, somehow just getting cheesed out here. And I didn't have enough time to figure out whether or not I had exactly lethal. But I could have sequenced that better for sure. I'm at 12 life. I mean, it's just gonna, like, Twin Blades plus Yip Yip still doesn't kill me. I could have attacked with this, maybe. Yeah, maybe I should have, honestly. All right. We got Willie, though. Always great to beat a Hall of Famer. Despite, I don't think I sequenced best there. But our draw was so good, it did not matter. 2-0. Ooh, another opponent right away. All right. Let's tighten up our game. Play well. Opponent on the play here. We have a fine hand. No 2-drops, but keep in mind our curve is actually not great with this deck. We have 4 2s and 1 1. But we have some 3s, and we have Airbender's Reversal if they get off to a quick start, which they didn't. So, we'll see. Mono black, almost? Or maybe they're mana screwed? Ozai's Cruelty. Okay. Let's discard Yip Yip. And a Plains, I think. Let's go Avatar Enthusiasts. It's a Raven Eagle. Okay. Doesn't do anything right now. Ooh, that is a Teo. That's super nice. It is an ally, so we get to attack. And then we have Water Tribe Captain or Abandoned Air Temple as options here. Okay. We also found a Team Avatar. Gotta think about this. Yeah, I mean, let's play the Water Tribe Captain here. The thing is, I don't actually feel like looting here. I don't know. I mean, I guess you always loot. But if I loot away a creature, it's actually not great. Okay, I guess we just loot away this land. Alright. 13 to 18, and they missed the land drop. So, they missed 2 land drops, actually. And now we can just start activating Abandoned Air Temple, and they're in a bunch of trouble. So, I guess they kept a little bit of a sketchy one there. And we just continued to curve out well. Actually, that was just like a normal hand. Our opponent just didn't get to play real Magic. But look, we got some gems back. We got half our entry fee back. Let's keep it going. All right, opponent on the play here. This hand is fine. We have like almost all of our 2-drops, so certainly can't complain too much. Would love to go first though, if that's, you know, an option. All right. I guess because I have the Avatar Enthusiast, I'm going to lead with the Otter Penguin. I would have normally led with the Kyoshi Battle Fan, but this does create an ally. So I think it's like super close which one of those I play anyways. All right. Just classic 3, okay, with Pirate Peddlers. All right. All right. Let's go Avatar Enthusiasts. No attacks. You've seen me do this before, but typically when I run out the Water Tribe Rallier, I want to be able to activate it right away. But actually, we can next turn. So, but the thing is, when there's an Avatar Enthusiast in play, people will often try to kill it. So, we'll see what happens here. They are passing with 4 mana up, so that's an indication that they're going to have some kind of removal here, of course. Let's go Battle Fan. Yeah, you know, I don't know if I even want to play this thing right now. Especially with 4 mana up. Am I happy just trading with Pirate Peddlers? Maybe. Oh, wow. That's really good. I mean, their deck is a mess because they're splashing one of these cards, but that got me really good. Like, Double Strike Death Touch, I can't do anything about. Alright. Fair enough. I'm going to move this here. I don't want to use the Boomerang Basics on the Pirate Peddlers just yet. We'll see what happens. Okay, now that they've cracked the clue, I might do it, just to get a little bit of tempo back. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. I could have Boomerang Basic my Kyoshi Battle Fan. That's also something I could have done, but hey, actually drawing Idle Quencha is nice. Let's go Water Tribe Rallier, see what they do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's clear they want to play some kind of a control game, so at least the Water Tribe Rallier being able to replace itself will be useful. Okay, so now they're getting aggressive. No blocks. We'll bounce the Peddlers if and when we need. I hope they play like Sold Out or something, right? Well, Sold Out without playing land number 6, or Lost Days. Something along those lines. Azula always lies. Well, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Yeah, we'll take Aang Swift Savior, I guess. Alright, that's an island. I gotta think about this. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this out. Like, what are they gonna do? Quench me? It does feel like they might have an Idle Quencha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I don't need to Boomerang Basics the Battle Fan just yet. I have the ability to cast Idle Quencha and get a thing, which is really good. Alright, that's a tap land. Do they have a removal spell? Zuko's Exile. Alright, well, let's... Actually, we'll just cast this. Alright, let's activate. Gran or Wandering Musicians? Let's get Gran. Seems quite good here. Aang's Iceberg, okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can go Gran. 4, 5, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's loot. Oh, wow. I'm gonna... Do I just pitch a Yip Yip? Yip Yip seems like the worst card here. North Pole Patrol and or Messenger Hawk. Let's go with Messenger Hawk, as it just makes the most number of things. And... now what? I can continue trying to find action with Water Tribe Rallier and try to play a longer game here. Or I can attack for a ton of damage. And I'm going to save the Boomerang Basics in case they play something. Now, this is only really bad if they play a sweeper, right? Because they have to kill Water Tribe Rallier and Aang, and I feel like casting this and getting the opportunity to deal 6 points of damage is super strong. So that's what I'm going with. But I do recognize that, you know, obviously it's in my best interest here to try to get a bunch of damage in with the Water Tribe Rallier, if at all possible. Deadly Precision on Aang, sure. Hey, look, Water Tribe Rallier still in play. They do have Pirate Peddlers. But they have 3 cards in hand and a Pirate Peddlers. So, this... oh. Okay, it's a 6/5 and Pirate Peddler, sure. I mean, the great thing about playing the Avatar here, I mean, I can just like attack with the ally here too, right? And that gets in for a lot of damage. +4/+4, so this would attack for 5. Airbender's Reversal is also great. Let's play Messenger Hawk. Really, really good with the Water Tribe Rallier. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. Let's just attack for 5. Keeping up Airbender's Reversal seems pretty good. Also, worst case scenario, if I really need to kill extra things, if I run out of removal, I can bounce my team Avatar. Alright, 1/1 trading with Serpent of the Pass. We will take this exchange. We will also take this exchange. We will also take this exchange. Okay? Fair enough. Let's keep going. So this now allows us to save the Water Tribe Rallier if we think it's really important that we have that as a value engine. Which, I mean, I do think, admittedly, it is pretty strong here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can also crack the clue if I need. When I attack with the Messenger Hawk, I might be interested in activating the Water Tribe Rallier to trigger the Gran, and then that would make me deal more damage with the Messenger Hawk. Alright, end of turn, activate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do kind of like all the cards in my hand. If I get rid of something, it might be Boomerang Basics. Airbender's Reversal is good against Rise of Sozin, I suppose. Compassionate Healer I do really like. Alright, let's pitch Boomerang Basics, I guess. Oh, this also turns... Oh my gosh, I missed. Okay, this also turns on my Gran, which is actually very, very good. Do I want to draw this card? I kind of do, because I want to draw another white source, if possible. Nope, that's the Mechanist. Okay, we did draw another white source, so that was actually great. Let's play Compassionate Healer. I mean, you want to play a bunch of things before you attack with the Messenger Hawk, right? Let's play the Mechanist. I mean, they might have an answer to this, but we'll see. That doesn't do anything. Why didn't they just do that on their main phase? Okay, let's activate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. I'll bottom that. We'll loot. I will bottom... I'll bottom the Water Tribe Captain, I guess. We'll hit the Teo. And they take 8. Now, if they play like a sweeper effect, then the question becomes... like, what do I save? With Airbender's Reversal? It's just an Iguana's Parrot, sure. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. I might just fire off Aang's Iceberg here on the Parrot. Like, they could have a removal spell, I guess. Well, we'll see. I mean, they have two cards. If they kill the Hawk, then it, of course, changes things. But the reasoning here to fire off the Aang's Iceberg is it does give me a clue. And that allows me to turn that clue into a 3/1, right? And I can deal with the Iguana Parrot, so... Alright, so... we can now play Teo. Actually, I don't think I need to play Teo. They have 2 cards. I'm basically, I just need to like do some resource management here. And this feels like a good opportunity to just activate Water Tribe Rallier a bunch of times and see what they do. One, two, three, four, five. Bottom that. Okay. North Pole Patrol. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I mean, full stop. Like, our opponent's deck was extremely weak. I'm a little bit surprised based on our current record. I don't know how the pairing algorithm works, but we'll take it, obviously. And we are 4-0. Let's keep it going. Alright. New game. On the play here, totally fine hand. Water Tribe Rallier turn 2, Airbender's Reversal, and Watery Grasp. I mean, it is the kind of hand where, because I don't have any other 2s, I think I just need to run out the Water Tribe Rallier on 2 and hope they don't have a removal spell, and then I can protect it with Airbender's Reversal. Them leading with Kyoshi Village gives me a much higher chance that this is going to work, although them going Mountain means there's a much lower chance that this is going to work. But they did play Aang's Journey. This is probably some kind of powerful, soupy deck. We'll see what happens. Don't have the ability to activate the Water Tribe Rallier and didn't have a 3-drop here, so we do miss a beat here, which is unfortunate, but we'll see what happens. And I'm going to play out a creature here instead of activating the Water Tribe Rallier. Teo Spirited Glider is the play from the opponent, and we did draw Compassionate Healer. Alright, so now this is getting kind of interesting, right? I can kill Teo if I really want. Or I can just play Compassionate Healer and kind of get things going, if you will. Well, I'm certainly playing Compassionate Healer. I guess we just wait. The reason being is there is a non-zero chance that they just attack me with Teo, and if they do that, then we're okay. That's a Geyser Leaper. Okay. So they are like 4 colors. Anyways, I feel like Water Tribe Rallier is the thing that we should be looking to do. We'll bottom Idle Quencha to increase the chances of hitting a creature, and we missed, so that is extremely disappointing. Extremely disappointing. Ah, son of a gun. Okay. Yeah, so let's just target this. Let's shuffle this in and attack. North Pole Patrol I'll keep. I mean, that was a 9 damage, right? So, like, there is some pressure for my opponent to, you know, deal with the Water Tribe Rallier, but they might not attack, and then I can still continue getting in for damage. Yep. Okay, so they did not attack me, which makes a lot of sense, but now with Serpent of the Past, I can't really attack them, but I can play North Pole Patrol. And actually, let's see. Do I want to try to hit another creature to play this turn? It would be a 2-drop. I think the answer is no. I want to keep up Airbender's Reversal. See what they do. Yuyan Archer. So they're like a blue-red base deck? Sure. Another Yuyan Archers. Fair enough. I think Serpent of the Past is an excellent blocker, but they might have enough here to attack with the Teo. Nope. Again, land on the bottom. Let's hit more creatures. Aang Swift Savior, let's go. That is exactly what we want to see here. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I play the Otter Penguin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I can still flip it, right? Okay. So let's go Otter Penguin, and we'll just pass. I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do here, but I do have the ability to save Aang with Airbender's Reversal, right? And I'm, of course, very, very interested in doing that. Boomerang Basics, ooh. We'll just let that resolve. I mean, they're just digging here, right? Now, they do have 2 lessons in the graveyard. I just have to be careful with the lesson count. See what they're doing. Platypus Bear, okay. Ooh, Wartime Protesters. So again, there are 2 lessons in the graveyard. Let's play Aang. Let's bottom this. And I guess we just attack with everything, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah, Aang is a messed up Magic the Gathering card. They had a nice soup deck, but they actually just didn't draw any interaction. And of course, removal in this format is super duper important. And we are at 5 wins. Wow. Super smooth here. Like 40 minutes. I'm going to take a quick personal break to reset here as we play for 2 boxes. Or 1 box and then another box. All right. 5-0. Got some shots at boxes. Let's draw well. And let's see what happens here. Opponent on the play here. Hey, we have a solid hand. Turn 1 Grand into turn 2 Battle Fan. We have a 4 and a 5 in Teo and Master Piandao. So, you know, lots of good things can come from this hand. On the draw, though, Grand, it is harder to actually connect with the Grand. So, you know, hopefully we can find some water bending or something to push her through. Maybe they just have like a Ravenous Rat effect. Hopefully they just don't have a good 2-drop. They're white, so they probably... Ooh! Yeah, that's nice. We actually get a hit in with the Grand. Although, Tolls of War is not nice to see, of course. But alright, what am I discarding here? This hand is actually loaded. Wow. There's North Pole Patrol, Avatar... Because I am going to play the Battle Fan here. I think it's just the Enthusiast, honestly. Let's go Battle Fan. Curve out. Like, I like Teo and Master Piandao, especially against a black-white deck. It's a little more mid... Oh, never mind. They're... Alright, our last 2 opponents, just perfect mana, first 3 turns, as expected. But it's okay. North Pole Patrol also, by the way, very good with Grand. Pretending Poxbearers is the play from the opponent, and a Turtle Duck. The ever-scary Turtle Duck. Alright, well, we are actually brick-walled here, so... I will play North Pole Patrol. No good attacks, we'll pass. Now, I do have the ability to water bend with North Pole Patrol, which is quite nice. That's a Buzzard Wasp Colony. What are they sacking? Oh yeah, that makes sense. And that's very good with Tolls of War. Wait, why did it... Oh, the Poxbearers. I'm like, what happened? Okay, so this is not great because we did miss on land drops here. I can tap, like, these 3 things to slow my opponent down and loot. Or I can just run out Teo here by untapping a permanent. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. I think I should just play Teo. Alright. Like, it blocks the Buzzard Wasp Colony, it attacks, it also loots for me. Feels like there's a lot going on here with that Teo. Avatar Enthusiast is the play. I mean, they're establishing a pretty big board. Like, they played, like, you know, Tolls of War is a very good card. Wow. I don't know what this can be. Azula always lies? No. I mean, do I even care about the Gran? I gotta think here. Alright, fine. I mean, it's some kind of trick, obviously. I just don't know what it is. Pillar launch? What the heck? Why didn't they... Oh, they thought Teo would block the Buzzer Wasp colony. That's what it was. Let's attack with Teo. And what do I want to pitch? Probably... Compassionate Healer. Ooh, I can target other things. Let's see. With the Turtle Duck and Master Piandao, I'm at 17. Sure. This gives me 2 good blockers in case they kill the Master Piandao, which is very likely. Then my 3/2 can still block the 1/1 allies. Next turn is going to be pretty nice too because I have access to Mechanist plus Aang's Iceberg with the North Pole Patrol. So that's really, really good. That's going to pump up the Avatar Enthusiasts, and I won't get a... Oh, okay. Alright, so the Enthusiasts are going to be a bit of a problem here. Let's see what they do. 2 cards left. I mean, they have a lot of filler, but they still drew all their mana and played all their things, and they have a good board. So I can't take this for granted. They're cracking the clue now to pump the Avatar Enthusiasts, and I have no choice but to take the 5 there. Master Piandao will be attacking, but I might need to keep, for example, the Teo back here just on defense, just to preserve my life total and try to get the game to go a little bit longer. And wait, why are they doing... What is happening here? Why did they just activate that? Okay. Alright, we drew Yip Yip. Ooh. Let's take Airbender's Reversal. Seems amazing here. Oh my gosh. I mean, they like just threw... Okay, now I can Airbender's Reversal the Avatar Enthusiasts. Oh, I should have played the Mechanist, I guess, but there is no combination of blocks that's good for them. So they're just going to take the 4 here. So they're already chump blocking at 18 life. Okay. Play the land, play Mechanist. And we will pass. That's a land. That is Momo Friendly Flyer. Okay, that pumps up the Avatar Enthusiasts. Turtle Duck is attacking me. Gotta think here. I mean, I can tap the Turtle Duck. I would have to tap 1, 2, 3, I guess. But then they can attack with a million other things. The question is, do I have like a great block on the Turtle Duck? Didn't think I'd ever have to say that. I guess I can just cast Yip Yip. Sure, bring it on. Oh! I just realized. I can untap Master Piandao. Okay. These attacks are not good. Okay. So let us untap Master Piandao. Block the duck. Block this. Block this. Block this. Okay. Oh, wait. Because I want to kill the token, right? Alright, we take 2. Sure. A Water Tribe Rallier is a great draw. Just keep attacking here. Aang Swift Savior is great. And then if they... Actually, I don't mind if they block. Yeah, because now we can just use Yip Yip. Yeah, alright. So this is looking really good. Gotta think. Okay. I mean, they know about Airbender's reversal, right? I don't want to pop this just yet. I'm just gonna take it easy here. Draw a bunch of cards. And win that way. We can tap this, I guess. Alright. We are still hitting our land drops. And... I'm at 8. Alright, let's target this. Let's get this. Let's discard this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Okay. I want to just make sure I have counterspell for a Wrath. All right. I mean, they said good game, but they're still playing. They have no cards in hand. Okay. One, two, three. Okay, they're making desperation attacks. All right. All right. Yeah, that was, we have been playing against some, you know, sometimes you play against absolutely busted decks, and other times you get turtle ducked. So honestly, very, very lucky. We now have secured our first box, which is awesome. Can we make it number 2? And redeem how we played in that last in the last video, because the last video, I'm not gonna lie, it took me like a good hour to kind of recover from that punt. Probably my worst mistake of the year, given the stakes. All right. On the draw, I believe again, but a solid hand. Turn 2 Battle Fan into Fire Nation, Warship, and Aang. So very, very happy about that. Let's keep this going. All right, blue-white from the opponent. All right, no Quench probably, given the delay there. All right, blue-white green. This just happens every game. How do people do it? All right. Lessons from the Vine, sure. No creature, so that's not particularly strong. I'm going to lead with the Fire Nation Warship here, because if they play a big creature here, I can just bounce it, crew up, and then still attack for 6, which is more damage. True Ancestry. What is happening here? Okay. I would love to just draw like a random creature, I guess. I guess we'll Attack. I mean, if they do have like a Razor Rings here, it would be very good. I still don't think it's worth it to Boomerang Basics my Battle Fan. Certainly something to consider. But given my hand, I have a lot of pressure. Our opponent does have a million cards in hand, so we'll see what they play. They do need to play something strong and relevant this turn. I imagine it's going to be a bomb level card at this point, given the life total. Now, they do have a food, so it's not like they're under like a ton of distress, but a good amount. That is a lion turtle. Yeah, I guess I'll just airbend that. The way I look at this is, if I let this resolve and airbend it later, if I airbend it later, they're going to gain 6 life off of that thing, right? So, Path to Redemption. Okay. Well, that's a good Boomerang Basics target, I'm going to say. Do I have lethal? I just don't want to mess this up at all. I don't. I don't think I have lethal. So let's crew this up. All right. Let's pick this up. We have Aang's Iceberg as well. Life total is 8 to 20. They can play the Lion Turtle. I have a lot of options here. I can keep up Aang or play Kyoshi Warriors. I'm going to just play the Warriors. This is just like a really, really great board to have. And, like, I can use the Aang to get a blocker out of the way, right? And I have Yip Yip, so nice board. And then if they play like Avatar's Wrath, it's not that bad either. So 6 cards in the hand, including the Lion Turtle. Now there are 2 lessons in the graveyard, so I have to be mindful of that. Like if they play this, they can easily play like an instant speed lesson and then be able to block with the Lion Turtle. So we have to be mindful of that. And so how does that change how we play? Well, what that means is I'm not going to just jam Master Piandao, crew, and attack with everything, right? Like, I would be much more interested in keeping up Aang Swift Savior and maybe forego a little bit of damage. Alternatively, I can just Aang the Lion Turtle. Here, they could have like a Rocky Rebuke. That is an Earth Rumble, which is quite good because that will allow the Lion Turtle to kill the Kyoshi Warriors. Okay. Alright. Idle Quencha is a pretty good draw. They can't block right now. I can bounce the planes, which is not terrible, honestly. Yeah, bouncing the planes slows them down, which I really like. And I get to keep up Idle Quencha. It also makes Idle Quencha a lot more effective, right? So let's just double check here. 3 lessons. There are 2 lessons. Let's bounce you. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought it... Wow. Is this gonna happen again? Am I just doing this again? Oh my gosh. Alright, well... I for whatever reason, I thought this was a bounce effect. We're still okay, because they're going to have to fight through Idle Quencha, Yip Yip, and Aang's Iceberg, okay? But that could have been very costly here. And I feel like I'm going to fire off Idle Quencha on anything, including Aang at the Crossroads. Yep. Well, that's literally the best thing they could have cast. I could have kept up Aang Swift Savior. They missed! They missed! Oh my gosh! Wow! I mean, to be fair, let's see. If they missed, I still had lethal. If they hit another creature that doesn't have a come into play effect, I kill one of the creatures. I crew up the warship. That creature has to get blocked by the other creature, and then I have Yip Yip to close it out. Okay. So I think we would have won regardless. But yeah, I mean, this deck was just everything you could hope for. You know, it had a fine curve, but okay, there's a combination of things to explain why this deck did well. Number one, of course, the rares. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 rares. Okay. Now the Aang's Iceberg is obviously just like a fine card. It's just a removal spell, but Aang's Swift Savior is a bomb. The Mechanist is fantastic, and Abandoned Air Temple is also ridiculous. Our curve was fine. We had just enough interaction to keep our opponents honest in Watery Grasp, Boomerang Basics, Aang's Iceberg, Team Avatar, and Airbender's Reversal. And the deck also just like had a decent curve, and it just felt like not a constructed deck, a draft deck, right? And like there's just no card in my deck where I'm like, ooh, this card's not good. Everything played a role. Everything played really well together. We had Grand with several ways to waterbend as well. We had like 3 or 4 ways to waterbend. So just, again, everything played out beautifully. But number two, I just did not play against good decks. Like full stop. I just got super lucky here. I don't know if all the good players or the good pools, like I don't know what happened to them, but we just didn't play against any good decks because I've had decks that look just like this before and go 3-2, right? Your opponent plays a turn 4 Fire Nation Drill. Your opponent plays the Legend of, the Rise of, right? And you just lose. And I just did not play against any of those decks. So I consider this to be an extremely fortunate deck to win 2 boxes. Now, this deck was certainly capable of winning 2 boxes, and we did, but I did think that we were going to have a tougher road, and honestly, it was pretty straightforward because we just played against a bunch of other decks that looked like they just didn't have a whole lot of bombs, while we did, right? We drew our Aang all the time. We drew the Mechanist all the time, and we even got Abandoned Air Temple going. So yeah, again, this deck, you know, as far as like power level goes, it's like an 8 out of 10. Like a really, really strong deck. Would expect to probably win like 1 box out with this. I'd be, you know, like I would expect this to at least get its gems back. And then anything beyond that would obviously be great. But super happy with this. I think we generally played a little bit better in this one than the last one. I mean, can't play worse than the last one. So hopefully we can, you know, I have the ability to do like maybe 1 more of these. Hopefully we can post another video. But you know what? I'm happy. We now have 3 booster boxes to go along, 3 play booster boxes to go along with the 3 collector booster boxes, and I'm just super happy that we were able to just get a clean 6-0 or 7-0 with this pool. Woo! Feels good. Feels good. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Tons of benefits. I just feel like there's just a lot of resources available. If you are really serious about limited Magic, check it out. Also, go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, Pioneer, Commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but certainly not least, go to HeavyPlay.com for your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. You need to be ready for your pre-release. You need to be ready for your FNM or your regional championship. You need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that good stuff. You name it, they got it. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, of course, I didn't do this in the last one, but I just gotta show you, right? Gotta show you. All right, now I'll see you tomorrow.